Good afternoon, everyone. You're tuning to Sly's podcast. You've got the guy, Toby the guy, senpai, and am I right? You have
Mo to the MOE. MO. That is my show. Anyway, Wildcard. Who else are we joined by?
Whatever the fuck that was. You also got Who's Taff, Final on the Pod, aka Champion.
and you've also got
Your boy Tom behind the camera.
hey,
How do you do?
hey shout out Tom, man. And yeah, to start off this episode, well, what we're going to be going through is some moral dilemmas. But firstly, I want to ask you guys, do you think that you are morally obliged to do certain things in life, you know? So for example, like helping a friend out or helping the poor or helping people that are like disadvantaged
Yes.
at little expense. Okay, fair.
Yes. Personally.
Obligation.
Personally.
Yeah, fair enough. Tough.
There's a moral obligation, yes.
Tom?
Why did you look at me like that?
You're staring at the sky. We're going to come with some bullshit.
No.
Yeah.
You mean like a situation where there's like no really detriment or a little expense in it?
It's a little expense to you.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why
Well,
not?
just for bands, why not? Okay, cool. Yeah. So I got a few like scenarios here on this website. Shout out Philosophy Experiments. And yeah, I put a question up in my poll as well. So I'm not. I think you guys are like seeing it too, but it relates to that. So first question is: you pass someone in the street who's in severe need, and you are able to help them at little cost to yourself. Are you morally obliged to do so? And yeah, you could say strongly obliged or not obliged. And what are your reasons?
Strongly obliged.
Okay.
What does obliged mean?
Obligated.
Like it's a moral obligation.
What does obligation mean? Like, is it something?
it's
Is
kind of
it-
like a
does it
moral
mean like have to?
responsibility. It's a moral responsibility. Like you feel like you should.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like it'd be wrong not to. It'd always be wrong.
Oh
not
yeah,
to
then
do
I'd
it.
say I'm obliged. Because I thought before it was like, do I feel like I have to 100% do this sort of thing?
Okay. And then,
Yeah, strongly obliged.
okay.
Yeah.
And here's where I have to rebuttal that. Here's I have to rebuttal that, right? So, do you guys donate to charity?
Yes.
If I can.
Oh, how regularly would you say?
Every now and then I donate clothes. I give to the poor.
You still have food in Lawrence's room. Liar.
No, but I haven't given
Liar.
the food bank thing. Yeah,
Liar.
the food bank. Wait, the food bank thing. Yeah, I didn't mention the food bank thing.
Oh,
yeah,
fair
on the pod.
Yeah.
And the food bank thing is the only reason that I haven't done it or given that food away is because I haven't gone to Asda or Food Warehouse instead. Because then if I go to that area, I can take it with me and just drop it off at Asda because then they have that like box. Because it's really only the big shops that have those food boxes. I'll drop your food here. But yeah, that's why I haven't given that. And then the shops, the clothing. Yeah, I tried to drop it off at that clothing collection point.
Oh yeah, you do.
Outside, like on Shannonham Road, but the thing is closed because of COVID. So I've
fuck.
just had to keep the clothes in my room since
I have
then.
a suitcase full of clothes, man. I need to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to open again. But yeah,
For me, it's like I'm a student. I can't always donate money. So if I can, I donate my time. I volunteer.
where do you volunteer?
To be fair, I volunteered I think I started volunteering when I was in high school. To be fair, like I was just part of school council, and I just kind of started enjoying it.
Do you do it? Have you done it since you started uni?
Yes, I actually have.
Why are you making faces stuff?
I thought we were all thinking the same thing.
Are you volunteering at this like very moment?
It's quarantine, no.
But before quarantine, you know, a year before quarantine, like
That's
third
when I
year.
volunteered. It might have been that December, right before quarantine.
Yeah.
So it was like a couple months before.
Fair. And I guess my point, because I would like to say like, oh yeah, like if it's a little expense to you and you could like, you know, like really help someone out, then why not? But then I thought about it, and with a lot of charities, obviously you have to look into the charity, but like they pretty much promote like, oh, £1 can make like a major difference to someone's life. Really, £1 is a little expense to us. You could use it to buy just buy a minuscule snack. Really, like most of us could dispose of £1 like just like that. So now you have a platform where you could actually help someone in need, like from the access of your home, and you have money that's like minuscule to you that you could be using to help someone out. And if you're not doing that while you have that money, then surely you're not doing that thing that you're obliged to do, right?
How many charities going to donate to then? Because it's not just one charity that's going to be asking you. It's going to be quite a lot. There's quite there's quite a lot of charities. Let me see, and a lot of them do say just £1 enough. So then it's not minuscule anymore.
Yeah, it's not minuscule if you give to every single one, but if you look for one that you don't mind or you're really passionate about for some reason, or you really like the idea behind it, then giving £1 to that charity is't that deep.
Yeah, I have done.
Then I feel like I gave the wrong answer before. I'd say I'm not morally obliged to do anything.
Why is that?
No, because I thought about this and I was like, cool. In life, you sort of have to not even have to be selfish. People are selfish, but not in the way where it's what you think it is. More in the way where it's like you're wearing a yellow hoodie, some Adidas joggers, navy, blah blah blah. So someone who's on the extreme end, I don't know if this human being even exists, but someone on the extreme end could be like, yeah, you're wearing your hoodie, cost you about £30. Why didn't you just buy a t-shirt from Primark for £5 and then give the other 25 off to the homeless charity? Like, why aren't you living in the bare minimum and just giving away your exactly? It's
that's completely different to the question he asked you, though.
No. Sorry, this is just why I realized I'm not morally obligated because like. You theoretically you don't necessarily need most of the clothing. You don't need the laptop, the money you put in Fortnite skins, all that money you put in Fortnite skins. Why aren't you putting it in charities? If you can buy a skin, why can't you buy money in charity? Like you don't necessarily need it, but you do it because it enjoys you. Like so, we say we're morally obligated, but we don't really do it. I feel like is that where the question's in? Like we don't really do it all the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so the question was like it was at no expense.
If you feel
Toby
like
said
you're
at no
morally
expense.
obligated, then how come you aren't doing it?
Little
Toby
expense.
said very little expense.
Toby said a
I'm
little
not gonna lie,
expense,
I'm
so
not
that
changing my whole lifestyle for people I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we're not morally obligated, right?
But Toby said little expense.
Exactly.
So it means like, okay, cool. Instead of buying on-brand ketchup, you buy some Tesco value, dash that pound in the thing. It's not really affecting you that bad.
Yeah, exactly. If
It's
that's
not
the kind
really
of change you have to
affecting
make, then that's a little expense.
It's
That's
just
barely
very-
anything.
it's just-
Making a £1 donation is a little expense, yeah. But then if you start talking about changing entire lives or changing the way you buy
Lifestyles.
clothes, your lifestyle exactly, then that's completely different. And that's not what the question was asking. It was saying little expense. Would you mind doing
yeah,
it?
fair enough.
Would you say you're morally obligated if it's a little expense?
If even a little expense, no.
Not even like, oh, right.
Because even a little expense, it still goes back to what I'm saying about like if you bought Dixie's chicken today.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give £1 in the little? They probably have them little containers for charity. Yeah, I don't know if
I
they
didn't
do
pay with
100%, but like how many times have you gone to a fast food restaurant and they have those little containers for £1 and you've taken your 1p and actually put in there? Like
Have you not
you
guys done
might have
that?
done it once or twice, but it's not something
I
that's
do
done
quite frequently.
consistently.
Yeah, the swirly
Yeah.
thing.
Like
Quite
it's
fun.
not. It's probably not something done consistently. Like I said, you've probably done it once or twice.
Yeah.
Speak
So,
for yourself,
like-
big man.
You've done it. You do it freak. There's something about Tom where you can't trust it. There's something about Tom. I don't know what it is.
I'm not a big fan of carrying copper coins around. So yeah, I'll just say tell
I
me.
mean,
Even like
piggy bank
to put
if
it
you
in
go
the
to
thing.
like Mackey's, like actually inside and you go on like them self checkouts, then they have that option where it's like, oh, you can round up your change to then like donate to charity or something like that. Or even Domino's too has it a lot where it's like, oh, if you can round up.
Depends on my
And
bank
if you-
Being honest, have you guys ever rounded up,
Mm-mm.
donated some food?
I remember they got me
pizza?
one time by accident.
You did by accident.
Yeah, I was like,
I bet you rang up like
no, but they got me one time. I was like, shit.
yeah, and I think it goes into like what TAF is like. TAF makes a good point in the sense like it doesn't even have to be like a major lifestyle change, but if you're spending money on something that you don't need, like it's just a want, something recreational, then you prioritizing that over while you could have donated that to the poor, essentially, like is
Yeah.
indicating that.
It doesn't make you a bad person, but it's like I said, you've bought Fortnite skins. I've bought Fortnite skins.
That's
We
your life-
don't need
That's
that
your
shit.
lifestyle. I'm not gonna
5
lie.
years
I'm not
from
gonna
now.
lie.
No, but I want to.
No,
I
exactly.
want
You
to.
want to, but no,
Bro,
5 years
that's
from
your
now,
lifestyle.
you're
I'm
not
not
going to
gonna- if you
need
can-
Fortnite skins.
No, I can pass
No,
that.
but
on. I
no,
can
but
sell my
Taff,
account.
Taff, like,
Tough
this is what it
DP.
is.
If you could still buy your Fortnite skins and give £1 charity, and you can still afford your Fortnite skins, would you do it?
If I
But
could,
that's extra
wait, what
money
do
you could
mean?
have given to charity, though.
Yeah,
I'm just saying you could.
But that's
what's it
cutting
called?
back on
First of all,
everything.
beggars
That's
can't be
cutting back.
choosers. Listen, if you can still buy your Fortnite
Jesus
skins,
Christ.
Can you afford to give without cutting back? I think we can all say yes.
yeah, like would you
Without
do
cutting
it?
back.
If
you
we all
can
give
still buy-
£1 a month to a random charity without cutting back on the way we normally spend our money, Easily, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's £12 a year, bro. That's nothing. We could easily do that.
But the question, I feel like the question's about, okay, but then if you can do that for £1, there's other frivolous spending, is it not? Like,
No, but then I think the thing is that right now, £1 a year isn't that deep to us.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think that when we get older, hopefully when we're all successful and we're making more money, I think it might get to that point where, £10 a month isn't too bad. £10 a month isn't too much to give away to a charity that we care about, to the point where we're spending £120 a year. And then we can smile, look on our faces, and it might increase, maybe max to like maybe 20, 25 a month. Because then it gets a bit more expensive across the whole year. Probably you might have kids, all that in the future. And then that's probably where most people will in their head be like, okay, this isn't too much, isn't that deep. Yeah. But then unless you're like something you can bank and you can afford to be giving out thousands every month because you're a Jeff Bezos like kind of guy or whatever, and you have that kind of money. But the only reason I feel like people don't do it as much, even though when you asked that question initially, we were all like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind giving out no expenses. I feel like I give away, but just not to these organizations. Like I feel like more time I'll give money to, I'll buy food for a homeless man, or I'll give away my clothes regularly every now and then once I like clean up my wardrobe and do all that kind of stuff. Give away some shoes, donate food if you want to. Like it's not that deep. But then I have an issue like the McDonald's and Pizza Hut things. Yeah, I've seen those. I look at it and it just feels wrong to me. Like why are these billion-dollar organizations asking me for cash? Why don't if my McChicken meal large costs like $4.99 each time I buy it, why don't you tell me out of the kindness of your heart that every pound, that a pound out of that meal that I'm paying for, you're gonna give that away to a charity?
To be fair,
then I'll
they
smile.
do that with organizations bare though. Like,
Yeah, if they do
every
that,
time you spend something, we do this.
yeah, they do that sometimes. Like, if you donate every pound that's donated, we'll match it. I've seen that before, bare time, yeah. But McDonald's, they're literally just asking, can you spent £17.28, donate another 72p, so that your meal reaches £13, and we'll give that 72p away. How about you give them some money away from the money I'm already paying, fam? These clowns, fucking no, because it's wrong. It's wrong. They're making billions. Their revenue is crazy. So why are you looking at me, the middleman? I'm a poor man. Let's be honest. At the end of the day, man, I'm eating McDonald's because I love. No, wait. Compared to McDonald's, these people that are asking you for 72p, yeah. I'm already spending how much on your meal, bro?
No, but for
relax
you,
and pay
that's
your
the issue. For you, you saying you're not a poor man's the issue in a way where it's like,
no, but I'm not.
You're top 1% in the world.
You're confused.
As in, like,
you're confused.
As in, globally.
You're confused.
As in, globally. Do you know how many countries that actually
7 billion people. Yeah.
7 billion people.
1%.
I'm top 1%. I'm top 1%.
Like, no, as in, like, I'm not talking about wealthiest in blah 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 and in economies that are established. I'm talking about globally. Fam.
Globally, I'm top 1% in what regard then?
As in, like, bro, you live in a nice house, you're going to uni, you're educated.
Then don't say top 1%. Look at you throwing out all these silly stats, fam.
No, it's not a stat. I'm literally saying you're in a situation.
No, you said I'm top 1%.
Oh, right.
That's a false stat.
You're top 10%. You're top 10%.
You just fit your
what estimation?
Why don't you just describe me without using the stats?
Tough. No. Tough. Even if we are top 1%. The people that own McDonald's, they're in the top 0.0. No.
But the issue is because you're the top percent, it's easy for you, not even directing like that, but because a lot of people, a lot of us think like that, where it's like, I'm poor compared to fucking Jeff Bezos, so why doesn't he do it? My guy, there's someone underneath you.
I understand that. I'm not saying that I'm not willing to give away money.
Whoa, Mo, how come you don't do it? You're going to uni, you're going to get a good career.
We got bills to pay.
But wait.
No.
See, Tom, I'm not even arguing against that. I'm not saying that I'm the poorest a person can be, and that I do not have money to give away. I do have money to give away. Yes. And I do help out from time to time. I don't do it regularly.
But it's easier to look at the bigger guy.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, my issue is only with when companies like McDonald's or Pizza Hut do ask for money extra on the side to what I'm already paying for the food that is already, in my eyes, expensive.
But it's for charity.
Yeah. Okay, they're saying, but it's for charity. But what are they doing? Like,
asking you.
There we go. It's tapped. Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
How's it wrong?
It's wrong.
They're literally asking you, hey,
no, wait.
You're spending this.
No,
you
know,
Tough.
Do you guys not think it'd be a lot more honourable if McDonald's just said, I'm going to pay this money?
No, I think that you're completely for no reason.
Can I explain this? Okay, let's say I have a full bucket of KFC chicken.
All right.
Okay.
I like chicken.
Mo doesn't have any chicken. Okay. I have my full bucket. Listen, like let's say 20. How much? 24.
Let's just say 24 piece.
24 pieces. Okay, you have 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, Mo doesn't have any chicken. Tough. Give Mo one of your pieces of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to look at me like I'm a dickhead, bro.
Okay.
Because I got 24 pieces of chicken.
And I have 2.
And you have 2.
Okay.
Will you give Mo that chicken willingly? Just look, would you listen
Will I
to
give-
me? Will you listen to me and give Mo your what's it called? Actually, no, let's say you have 1. Will you give Mo half a piece of chicken?
Okay, so this is why that's a good scenario.
That's
'Cause
my
then
point. That's
I
why it
feel like
feels wrong.
if I'm more in that scenario, well, to be fair, if I'm the guy with less chicken, it's very easy for me to say, hey, don't look at me. I got chicken. Look at Tom. But I can very easily just as well give you a piece of chicken. But I'd rather point to Tom because Tom has more than me. So it's
Yes,
not really,
and he's asking you to give chicken. This guy with 24 pieces of chicken is asking you to give chicken, even though you barely got any chicken, bro.
Yeah, but you can still give chicken. That doesn't
Yes, I
change
know.
your
I know. Yeah, it
situation.
doesn't change my
It doesn't
situation,
change
and
your
I do
situation.
give in my own time without these companies telling me to do shit.
No,
When these
but it's
companies
just
like
hold
McDonald's
on.
do
It's
shit,
just
it's
easier for you
wrong.
to deflect it off to the
I'm
guy
not
with more
deflecting though,
chicken.
Tav. I'm saying in
you
my
need to
own
take
time.
accountability. If
No,
you can give
Tav,
chicken,
you
give
need to
chicken,
listen. You
don't
need to
put it
listen.
off to
Tav, I
Tom.
beg you need to
Tav,
listen.
hold on.
I'm like,
Mo is not absolving himself.
I'm not saying
of
I do not
any
ever want to give to
obligation.
charity
He's
because
not
there's
That's
absolving
what you're saying as
himself.
well.
Yeah, there's not. I'm not saying I will never give to charity because there are people bigger than me that have way more money. Go chat to the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's to give money.
Yeah.
I still give from time to time. My point is that my only issue, from what we've been talking about today is when these like companies that have way more money are asking me, to give money like a little bit extra from what I'm already paying. Like I didn't come to pay to charity. I came to your establishment to get food essentially.
Yeah.
And you asked me to give it extra, blah 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 on top.
No.
While it may seem small, it also seems wrong and like daylight robbery. Taff, let's listen. When these companies themselves could easily, without losing much money, be like, cool. If I'm spending £5 on your meal, if I'm spending £5, then £1 of the £5 I'm spending is going to charity. I would look at McDonald's like, damn, these people are doing a bit. They're doing a bit. Okay, tell me how you disagree.
You're using. You've used
How am I
the word
deflecting?
wrong very frequently. You've used the word wrong very frequently here. Yeah?
It feels wrong.
It's not wrong. It's honestly, you don't.
It feels wrong. I said it feels wrong.
I can understand not appreciating it, but it's not wrong to literally say, "Hey, can you like toss in a little bit?" They're just asking you, "Can you donate to charity directly?" So ignore their situation. They're asking you, Mo, you've ordered this food. Can you toss in some for charity? Yes or no? Can you do that? You're now turning around, but hey, you have blah 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 blah. Okay, but I'm still asking you, can you do this,
Bro? Okay. I'm on to you, fam.
and you're saying no. And you're saying no. They're asking you.
I'm
Answer the question.
Have you ever wait, Taff, and wait?
They're asking you.
They're
And you're
asking
like,
me.
you want to be.
Hold
They're
on,
asking me, yeah, wait.
Tough. There's like, okay, let's say you go to McDonald's.
It's so wrong.
Let's say you go. Hold on, Taff.
It is wrong.
No,
It
Taff.
is wrong.
Hold on. Let's say you go to McDonald's. You pay with cash.
Yeah.
You get that extra 72p back. Okay. It's very different when the machine asks you for money than when someone else, like someone that's poor, outside, then asks you for that change.
Okay.
In my opinion, it is very different.
It's completely different.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know, because they have the ability to do good and they decide to push it off to someone lower to do good. Or because I'm not gonna lie, right now McDonald's are just trying to act like a middleman when they can do a lot more. I'm not gonna
Yes,
lie,
they could.
I'm not gonna lie, Taff. You could give that money whenever you wanted.
Yes, they
But
could.
I just don't. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to give it to McDonald's. I would prefer to give that money to someone else myself. I'm not gonna give it to McDonald's because imagine someone.
You're not giving it to
No,
McDonald's.
them man are
They're
shit.
telling you where it's going, and if they're lying, they're in big trouble.
They most likely will get away with it. Who's tracking down your charity?
But if they're
No,
partnered with a charity, like I'd assume that they'd be partnered.
I'm
with a
assuming it's.
charity.
I'm
And I'm pretty
always
sure
assuming
there's
that
definitely
McDonald's is
laws
stealing
in
the money.
place. You can't just fucking make up charity.
Yeah,
I'm
especially
actually
big
under the assumption
corporation.
that McDonald's isn't stealing the money. It's going to charity.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
big
But
corporation.
even still, for me, it feels wrong.
It feels
personally.
It's not
It
wrong.
feels a bit mad.
It's not wrong. And plus, there are differences, but what's a specific difference? Is it one you can look the person you're helping in the eyes, or is it the
No.
corporation? Like, what
It's
differences
the
are we
for me,
talking
it's the
about?
corporation. I've already explained. It's the corporation. I do not mind giving to charity. I give to charity from
Yeah.
time to time. What is wrong to me is when I'm coming to another establishment under a different pretense, or under a completely different pretense, which is I'm trying to feed myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Then that establishment.
And they ask you to
Wait,
donate
listen,
to charity
Taff.
and they're
And this
wrong.
establishment that has billions. Look at McDonald's revenue, fam, and don't tell me these guys are gonna chat to me about giving 77p. You drop off a couple millions, yeah, and then talk to me or tell me that you're giving away some of the money that you normally make from my purchase. Tell me you're gonna give that to charity, and I'll look at you like, well done.
I don't know McDonald's business structure, but I'd assume
probably do give away
they
to
probably have
charity.
money in savings. They have money they pay their employees.
Tough.
They have
They have-
money for functions.
They make a lot of
equipment.
profit. Tam.
Tough, you know.
And where does that profit go? The profit goes to the employees. Fam.
No, it doesn't. Are you confused?
So what? The profit just goes in the
Are you
air.
confused?
The
No,
profit
profit
goes
is
to-
beyond what they pay. Employees and all that stuff, yeah, is expenses.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
comes out of expenses.
Right.
So profit would be beyond employees. You do
So
realize
where's that profit going?
In their pocket.
Exactly. Someone's getting paid. They need to pay people, fam.
No, wait, Tav. Wait.
The owner, Taff,
He doesn't understand. He
Taff,
doesn't
the
understand.
owners are getting paid. Them's going. Oh, shut up! Oh, I hate this. I hate this nigga. I hate this nigga. I hate this
Can I
nigga.
put my input into this?
Yes, please.
The reason why, I guess, like, I'm unsure about Taft's opinion, but I guess I disagree with you. Will,
That's fair.
In the sense, because I'm seeing it very differently to you. Like, I'll acknowledge that Mackey's will always be Mackey's. I don't know what to say Mackey's, but Mackey's will be Mackey's. They'll sell their food at that given price, at that set price, really.
Yeah.
And they could choose to do this thing where they're like, okay, cool, round up the money or not, regardless.
Of
You're
course
still
they
going to
can.
buy the food.
Yeah.
Where I see like them asking for that now is creating a platform where you can now donate to charity rather than Mackey's being able to do something more, because they still can, but regardless, like whether or not they had it or not, they could have still done more. It doesn't stop you from donating to different charities. Now that creates a very accessible way to donate money to charities.
That's true.
but I can't lie.
That's another way you can look at it. Oh, you're right. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it helped. Like,
There you go.
imagine how easy it is to just like, oh, while I'm ordering my food, like, oh, look, I can donate
just,
like
yeah.
30p as well. Makes it easy too. So I don't see it's necessarily like, oh, Mackey's trying to rob you in any sense, but
They're not robbing you.
just
They're not stealing from me at all. It just
like
feels
dodging-
inherently wrong.
I get
It
you,
feels
but at the
cheeky,
same
bro. I'm not gonna
time-
lie.
I feel
It
like we
is-
should mind our pockets.
It goes to the right place at the end of the day.
Don't worry
But
what McDonald's is making, yeah? You, is either you're donating or you're not donating. Don't fucking point the finger at McDonald's.
no, but I
like,
don't.
oh,
It's
you
not like I
have more
always chat
money.
to McDonald's. I'm like, yo, you guys got to stop putting it up on the screen. You got to sort it out. I'm trying to eat my chicken and get to the pay thing, not trying to pay charity. Yeah, and when I see it, yeah, because I have paid it sometimes, yeah, but more time I don't. More time I don't.
Why?
Because it's extra money. I already feel like I'm being robbed when I buy McDonald's anyway.
You shouldn't even be buying that shit, but you still do, so you
There
might
we
as well
go.
help
There we go.
someone.
Yeah. So, what's it called? What was I gonna say? It's not like I go to McDonald's. I'm like, oh yeah, these guys should get off their screen. Like more time, I just say no, not today. I think that's what it says on the screen. No, not today, and I move on. Then that's it.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
feel
cool.
guilty.
Nah.
Piece of shit.
Okay.
That's why you said you're not morally obligated.
I'm not, and I feel like that was the.
Type of
the-
guys
the
that laugh at
cor-
homeless people. Anyway.
Well done. I didn't say that.
Jesus
Nah, but
Christ.
I'm not, because simply it's hard to keep consistent with moral obligation. It's a slippery road. So it's safer and more sensible to say you're not morally obligated. Because if you say you are morally obligated, or even not to say you are, but like adhere to your word or accountable to your word, and you back it like I'm morally obligated to help people, you'll be put in positions that you'll say, oh shit, I didn't think I'd be doing this, or you might put yourself in a compromising position, or you might realize that logic is flawed, or there's limits to what you yourself are willing to do. You get me? Where, like I said, going back, if you're morally obligated to help people and donate to charity, then why aren't you living on the bare minimal and donating, like on the extreme end? Which is why I said, you know what, I'm not morally obligated to do it, because Fortnite skins, I don't
That's
need
tough.
that. And if I can spend money on a fucking Fortnite skin, why can I not put £5 in a homeless man's hand instead of a fucking global corporation, which is Fortnite, that's giving away 2 million in their competitions and shit, but I can give you like £5 for a cheeky skin.
I'm not gonna lie, tough. In my opinion, it's like I think being morally obligated to do something at what's called detriment to either the way you live, your way of life, or lifestyle. I think that's a very different question. The whole issue was, it's not really gonna affect you. You're just gonna do it out of the kindness of your heart. Should you do it? In my opinion, I don't see why not.
And having a moral obligation doesn't mean that you have to do it.
Because no
you
one's
can still not
no
do
one's
it, but it feels like
perfect,
a more
bro.
obligation.
Like some people,
But I guess if you say something's morally obligated, and if you don't do that, then you're doing something wrong by not doing that.
Yeah, like you can feel like you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Well, saying,
Like if you don't donate to charity for a whole year, or if you don't give any money to a homeless man for a whole year, and you feel like you have, and you can see that you haven't done it, like something that you've noticed, will you not feel bad? Surely your answer is yes. Sorry.
no, but think
If
Yeah,
you're
but you
morally-
never
if
just-
you say you're
again,
morally obligated.
But if you
Yeah.
look at it, and
Or
look
even
at
you
your
yourself,
financial
like as
situation-
like without even asking you a question, are you morally obligated? Even before this, yeah. If you can tell me that within the past year you haven't donated to charity, even a small amount, haven't given any money to a homeless man, anything small that you did for some other random person that's that's down bad in a bad situation, yeah. Surely you feel bad. In the past year, you haven't been able to. You can't say one thing that you've done for someone in a down bad situation. Surely, no, I can't. I wouldn't believe it. You'd have to. For me, I feel bad.
Taff don't have
If I
feelings,
could look
bro.
back in the past year and know that I
Taff
haven't done
doesn't
that, I feel
have
bad.
feelings,
Wait.
bro.
I feel bad.
What about, okay, does it have to be homeless people you help? Why not your family?
Doesn't have to be homeless people. I guess it could be your family. If you're helping out a family member in need,
Help
then yeah.
someone.
But
I
if
think
you can
help
say you haven't
Because
done
you can
anything in
help.
that regard,
Look, everyone needs help. Like homeless people, like it's just what we use as a measurement in our heads. Like, okay, this specific demographic of people need help than more. That's just us doing a little bit of mental work in our head to say we have to separate. Like these lot definitely, but these guys can do it out, and those guys definitely don't need it. That's just something we built in our heads.
I'm not gonna lie, Taff.
That's made up.
Like even it might not even be homeless people. Let's say Mo's down bad.
Mm-hmm.
Student finance moving mad. He's struggling. You can dash him £5 easily, and you know full well you can still continue living your life as if that £5 never existed.
Yeah.
You can. Would you give it to Mo? Like I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't have to be just homeless
No, he
people.
wouldn't.
It could literally be your friend that has no peas.
he would
Yeah.
not.
And is struggling. Like just, I don't see if it doesn't cost you anything, why you wouldn't want to help someone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I think, but it doesn't compute in my head.
No, I agree with you. I'm literally like what I was talking about was just the extreme end of like
saying
not
it's
even
a
the
moral
extreme
obligation.
end. Yeah, the moral obligation thing is just me saying. I took it away from the original question that Toby presented. Like for me, I was more talking of again just if you say you're this, eventually you'll realize that maybe you're not that because they'll be put in situations where you'll have to contradict that or go against it. So by me saying I'm not morally obligated, that means that from the way I see me saying that is that I'm free to do whatever I want. So when I give to a homeless person, I can just do that and give to them. And the one time I don't, or the one time I do something else, I don't feel bad because I'm not holding myself to that standard. Because if you feel that you're morally obligated to give to charity, surely you feel bad when you don't give to charity when you have the opportunity. So if you're someone that's morally obligated to give to charity and you order from McDonald's, then every single time you need to do that thing.
Not necessarily.
No, but
not
just-
every single
But then
time.
you're
Not
not,
every time,
then
just
you're
no,
not
no,
fulfilling your
no,
moral obligation.
No, not really.
If it's a little expense to you,
Yeah,
then
No, because
It's little-
no
little
wait,
expense
because
to
it's
you.
not every single. No, because then you get to the situation that Tom said. If you're doing it for every single time, it's a little expense.
It's not a
then
little
it's not a little
expense,
expense
bro.
anymore. If you're doing it if I do it every single time I go to McDonald's, yeah, and normally I order and they don't put it on the ordering
Yeah.
thing on Uber Eats. But if you go to let's say I'm going to the store every single time, yeah, if I do that and let's say I'm ordering McDonald's bare times a week for a whole year, then it's not a little expense. Fam, I'm losing bare money.
You're
from that.
losing money.
And then let's say I'm doing other stuff outside of that, like donating clothes, all that shit, giving to homeless man on a random basis. Then I'm losing bare money. The way I see the more obligation thing
So
is
you're losing
what I
money
feel bad.
and not helping people.
Pardon?
You're losing money. Or is the money not going to a good...
Yeah, but I'm still losing money. If you're losing a lot of money and it's
Spending
no
money
longer
and losing money
if
are
it's
two
no
different
longer
things.
if it's no longer a little expense, sorry, then yes, it's cutting into my lifestyle. At which point, I wouldn't say I'm morally obligated.
And plus, also, it being... You doing it consistently for it to grow, it's a matter of time. So it's like, if you did it 10 times a year for 10 years, it would tally up. If you did it once a year for 10 years, it would tally up. Like, regardless of your frequency.
Yeah, but then it would never at that point it would never cut in.
So does that mean that it's not... it's
But
hard
tough.
to
If
phrase
you
it.
continue to do it within your means,
Yeah.
little expense, not too often.
It's not crazy. Because how
Then
much
it's
do they
not
round
crazy.
up for? How much? What's the highest they round up?
I don't know. You can
pound.
add.
It's
You
the
can add.
nearest
You can add
pound.
on into it. You can add on quite a bit. You know. I think it goes up to like £5 to £10. The first option is to round up to £1,
Okay.
and then you can add on top, like actually add like more significant money on top. But I'm just talking about do the little bit, do the like round up to £1 thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do that every single time you go to McDonald's, you go to McDonald's better.
Yeah.
And that's every single time you go to McDonald's because you're morally obligated. And being morally obligated for you means you have to do it every single time. In my case, no. yeah, then you are losing bare money in there.
Tav, I think
Then it might
it's
actually cut in. It might not. At that point, it might no longer be a low expense.
Wait, could we talk about that? Like, so if you're going to McDonald's frequently, like I said, and then you're also given that opportunity. So if you do it all the time, you're losing money. But going to McDonald's on fast food, my guy.
That's his,
yeah, but that's
his
my
lifestyle.
life. That's my lifestyle.
That's
my
his
lifestyle.
lifestyle. Taff, the thing is, okay, Taff.
It's his lifestyle, but you're already losing money.
Okay, Taff,
But it's my lifestyle.
what he
That's-
wants. It's
that's
Taff,
what I
it's
want,
his
Taff.
lifestyle, it's luxury.
So you don't
no.
want to help out charity all the time.
Taff, what are you
Taff, are
talking
you
about?
confused?
Hold on.
no, Taff,
Actually,
listen.
can I paint another picture?
This
Actually,
question's
right?
actually
No,
just brilliant.
hold on.
You've done well. You've
No,
done
hold
well.
on.
You've
Taff,
done
no,
well.
Taff,
only had one
No, Taff, can I
I
just...
know. There was another one.
Taff,
tell
no,
me
can
what
I
to
say
say.
this? Because right now, before you push it to the exact extreme, we're saying to be morally obligated to give while living within your means. As in, give within your means. As in, you can carry on as if that money never existed. If you cannot carry on as if that money has never existed, that is then a different question of whether you're morally obligated to do it. Okay, I want you to answer yes or no. If you can give money and you can carry on your life, fulfill your wants and needs,
Buy your Fortnite.
but I still buy your Fortnite skins, as if that money never existed, are you morally obligated to do it?
No.
Okay, so what are you
But
going to say?
that doesn't mean that I won't do it. Like me saying again, just to
Would you
reiterate,
feel bad if you didn't do it?
Because I feel hold on. I feel like people might get it twisted, like, oh, he's not morally obligated. Not being obligated to help. No one's obligated to open a door for someone, but you still do it. I mean, it's not your moral, it's not your duty, your blah blah blah. But you still do it. Just because you're not obligated doesn't mean you won't do it. Just to be clear, because people might take that and run off with it like I'm some savage or some animal.
he
I don't
doesn't
think
go to
Taff, I don't
charity.
think that's a good comparison because people can like. I'm not gonna lie. If you see someone in a wheelchair, someone with no arms, you should be morally obligated to open the door for them. But if someone
You're
can open,
technically
but
you
Taff,
still do it because of the kindness of your heart
I'm
as a
not gonna lie,
human
Taff.
being.
In my opinion, if you see someone
Like, that's
with
just
no
compassion.
arms,
Morals.
if you see someone with
You'd open
no
the door.
arms,
You'd open the door. Don't be
that,
silly.
Yes, I
that
would,
needs
but
to
like, 'cause
Taff,
I'm a good person.
Actually, hold on, Taff. If you see with no arms, in my opinion, you should be morally obligated to open the door. If someone has arms, they can open the door themselves. You're not morally obligated to do it. It'll be nice if you did.
But here's the flexibility in that. So you're morally obligated to open the door for them.
To who?
For someone with no arms, yeah?
Yeah.
So are you saying each time you see them, you have to?
I
Or,
do it.
like you, rather than saying you have to, it's
You feel like you
it's
should.
wrong to not do it.
It's
like,
wrong. So each time
Yes,
you see them, it's wrong.
It would
to
be
do
wrong
it.
to not do it.
You're
You know,
wrong
if
to
you
not
know,
do it.
if you
If
can
I'm
do
the only
it,
person there and I'm the first to the door, I have to do it every time. If they have no arms, what am I
Yes!
doing with my life? What can ever be more important?
Nothing.
Bro,
Wait,
I'm
so
a
why
dickhead.
shouldn't
If
you
I
do it?
if I
Oh,
open
wait,
the-
yeah, nothing
if
can
I
ever be
don't
more
open the
important,
door,
yeah,
if I
right.
push open the door,
Just
if I push open the door,
makes
don't hold it, yeah, and I let the door close on them.
you're
I'm
a
a dickhead.
prick.
I'm a
You're
dickhead.
actually a prick.
And I will feel bad.
Oh.
If I walked by, accidentally closed the door on them because I didn't see them, for example, and then I see them out the corner of my eye, see they're about to get to the door, I'll rush back, open the door and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Bro, that's for me a moral obligation.
That's
I
a
feel
Wait,
bad.
actually, guys, this McDonald's thing is actually tapped what you lot are saying. Because if the scenario is that you're constantly buying Mackies, and again, if we're going back to that scenario, if it's of no consequence to your lifestyle and you're living within your means,
Yeah.
then surely you can keep donating to charity with the Mackies thing, fam. Because
This guy doesn't understand.
Actually, hold
I
on,
actually
right.
don't. I actually
I
don't.
wanna-
Because even the tallying thing, again, Tom, you can live within your means. Even though it tallies up, you're still living within your means, are you not?
Right.
What, to donate every time?
Tom,
Yeah.
I beg.
You're still living within
allow
your
me,
means.
Tired. Tom,
Taff, no.
Tough.
So are we? Are you guys? Hold on. No. I actually have to understand it. So are you guys saying the amount that would have been spent is a lot, or are you saying that eventually it will run your bank dry? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. Because if you're always ordering from Mackey's like once a day and you always give off to charity, you're still living within your means. If everything's good, roof, shelter, rent, bills are paid. Like, why is it? It's not interfering with your life at all, regardless the amount that it tallies up to. So
Everybody has a comfortable. I don't even want to talk too much. 'cause I
no.
know lots of people-
You have to answer that. No, exactly.
No, wait, okay,
You
okay,
don't
cool.
answer
Taff,
it for
Okay,
me.
cool,
Taff,
wait.
can you actually state the question, big man?
Pardon?
Can you just reiterate the question?
So if we're talking about that scenario you gave us of it's of no consequence to you, your rent's paid, you're living within your means,
Okay.
everything's good, so it's of no consequence to you, just give it to charity. That's the scenario. So surely if you order from McDonald's now, this is the scenario in this situation. If you order from McDonald's once a day for an entire year, I'm saying if you're someone that feels morally obligated to all the charity, then it's calm doing the charity thing all the time.
But thing is,
Okay.
no,
Yeah,
hold
that's
on. But Mo said he doesn't feel comfortable giving that certain way.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not
Still
saying he
give
doesn't
to
feel comfortable
charity.
giving. He might actually just end up giving that money to a different organization. or a
No,
different
that's
charity.
not what I'm talking about. No, not that.
Yeah.
I mean that the point that was brought up to rebuttal what I was saying was, the amount.
Yeah, because
you're
you can tally
losing
up.
money.
You said
It
every day
tallies
for a
up.
whole
You
year.
said every day.
Yeah.
It's now
They
going
run-
from a little expense to a large expense.
Exactly.
But you're
bro.
still living
No,
within
wait,
your
Taff,
means.
wait, no, you're
No, you're not. If it's a lot- if
Wait,
it's
Taff, let me
now an
explain how much
additional-
money that can easily be. If your meal normally comes to just over a pound, just over a pound in terms of like it's 14 something, 14, 20 something, yeah. That means if you're eating it every day for a whole year, which is crazy, you shouldn't be eating it McDonald's every day. Let's be serious, for a whole year anyway. Yeah.
Well, we should check to yourself.
Yeah. Dickhead. Let's say it's 14.20. That's your normal meal price.
Yeah.
So 80p to round it up to a pound. That's the little list you can do. Yeah.
Yep.
Every year, every day for a whole year. That's 80p every day for a whole year. So that's 80p times 365. That is a lot of money.
£292.
That's 290 pounds.
Okay.
That is a lot of money. I cannot. I will say this. I've never spent 290 pounds on charity in an entire year. Probably in my life, if I haven't given 290 pounds.
Okay.
So
So 80p.
crazy.
Sorry.
80p a day, every day, can rack up very quickly. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
But this is the scenario.
Can I paint the picture as well, right? This is in support of. I'm not gonna lie, it's in support of task force. So right, imagine you have someone who goes clubbing every weekend.
Okay.
They have a lifestyle of going clubbing, spending money, like whatsoever on drink, this, and that. And then let's see, every night they're like, oh, I want to buy one girl a shot, like each night, really. And now they're going to Mackey's, and then they're put in that situation. You're like, actually, with the money they have right now, this is actually like not something that's minuscule to like my overall spendings or my finance. So I'm not going to donate to charity now because of that. So now they are doing a lot of things in their lifestyle that you could say aren't really necessary in regards to like just their lifestyle really or their survival. But now they're doing and they're using that as an excuse to not do something that they think they're morally obliged to. So would you not say that person's like a bit flawed in their...
No.
Wait, are they never given? Wait. Are they never given to charity ever?
So as in, not giving to charity wouldn't be a little expense anymore to them. It would be a major expense. But that's due to the fact that they live in a lifestyle where they're not managing their money well.
I think it would be nice. I think it would be nice if they could, like, if they did give charity. But again, if you don't have the money, if you don't have the money, then that moral obligation is. I think you're kind of. I won't say you're absolved of it, but I don't think you have a moral obligation. As I said,
because
if you cannot carry on living your life day to day as if that money never existed, then I think that moral obligation is different. I think it's different. Like, I think that just depends on the individual.
But
I think if you can ignore £5 and give away, like you can still be out here raving, buying hella shots in Soho or fucking House of Smith.
Yeah.
And still give £1 to charity. I think that is a moral obligation. If you cannot live your life as you want, when you have to give, because you have to give to charity, then I think it's not really a moral obligation.
But the reason why I get where Tap's coming from is because they're going to a club every night, and then let's say they buy a shot for a person every night they go out. You could say that's part of their lifestyle now. But when they're prioritizing that over now fulfilling their moral obligation, then would you not say that person is with flawed?
But they're not prioritizing that over fulfilling their moral obligation, because moral obligation, if we go on off what we said before, is giving anything that doesn't like
change the way you live.
That's not the definition of moral.
No, wait.
No,
I know
no.
it's not a definition of moral obligation, but in
Like
the way
in
we
this
phrased the
scenario.
question, the way we answered it is we feel a moral obligation to give to charity or to give to people if it's at little expense to us. So he's not infringing upon his moral obligation because he's living his lifestyle, at which at the end of it, he has no money left to give. Which is crazy. If that's his lifestyle and he's doing it, you can't get him, man. You can't get him, man, if that's the way he chooses to live his life.
I have a question then.
He'll very soon be in down bad if that's the way he spends his money.
I have a question or a phrase on that thing about little expenses, yeah? So are we essentially saying little expenses, if done frequently, can become big expenses?
Yes, they can.
Yes.
So then it's like, goes back to that time frame thing where it's like, are you going to do it just on a one-off? where it's like where you feel like it, but you don't. Because then that leans into what I'm saying about I'm not morally obligated, so I'll just do it when I can and just okay, cool.
Yeah, you do
Okay,
when
no,
you can.
hold
There's
on,
nothing wrong
Taff.
with
Hold
that.
on, Taff. Most example, 80p a day for a year, £292.
Mm-hmm.
I can't live. I'm not gonna lie. If the end of the year, I'm not gonna part with almost £300.
That's almost
But
rent.
over 10 years, if you ask me to donate £292 in total,
Exactly.
over 10 years,
That's not that bad.
I'd be okay with it. 'Cause I'll still be able to live within my means. Losing £292 right now as a student, I will not be able to live within my means.
Yeah, the issue. No. So we're not talking about your like the situation of you being a student.
No,
Now,
but
we're
I'm
on
just
about the
talking
scenario of you're in your means and you're doing the little expense thing, but then it's flawed because you're not comfortable. It is an expense. If you cannot afford to do that little expense, like
What, every day for a whole year, then what? Suddenly what?
it's flawed. Like you're clearly not living within your means or financially
Exactly,
secure.
Which means at that point you stop.
So no, but then that's the scenario. But that's the scenario we made though. The scenario was that you can, but
But who says I can? I can't.
I'm
do
not talking about you. The scenario we gave or we made
If that person can
was
give
that you're
80p every
financially
day
secure.
for an entire year, then they should go ahead and do that. If they can, but I can't.
No, but the thing is, it's of little cost to you because it's of little cost. Are we saying if it's of little cost for that one moment or little cost for your entire life? What is because then that to me the scenario is muddied if it's that's not
This
clear.
is the thing. I don't see them when I say morally obligated. When I've been doing this whole moral obligation thing, I don't see it as every single charity thing that pops up to me or is presented to me, I have to give to charity because they're only asking for 50p. Okay, I'll give it. They're only asking for £1. I'll give it. If a charity obligation comes up to me every single day for an entire year, I'll still be running empty with my bank, fam, because that little expense every single day can rack up to quite a lot across an entire year. Which my thing is what I brought up earlier is have I known that I've done my little bit every now and then for an entire year? If I can't remember the last time I tried to help out someone in a bad position. And I'm talking about people that are, so either charity, giving away clothes, food, money to someone that you see on the street, blah, blah, blah. Then I will feel bad. And I think the reason I'll feel bad is because I feel morally obliged to help people that are in worse positions than me when I have change to give. I forgot I had a £5 note in my wallet one time, when I was on a random walk and I saw someone on the street. Yeah, so I was like, cool. You know what? I remember I have £5. I totally forgot I even had the £5. So this was £5 I practically didn't even have. Gave him the £5 and I walked on the rest of my day.
Isn't he a saint?
No, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is it's not that deep. That £5 is not that deep. It's not. It's calm to give that away, because £5 isn't that deep. It's not too much money. I didn't realize I had it in the first place. But if I was doing that every day, then it'd finish me. But at the end of the day, have I been helpful? Have I felt morally obliged? Have I helped out the people that I felt morally obliged to help? Across my lifetime, across the entire year, I would say yes, I have. I would say I've done my part. Could I do more? Of course I could. Could I do a McDonald's thing? Considering the fact that I don't actually eat in store quite a lot, I probably could, because I don't. If I rack up all the money I could have spent from round up to £1 every time I've been to McDonald's in store, it's probably not even that much. But could I do more? Yes. But am I saying I've not done enough to make myself feel like I've stuck to my morals on that sense? I would say
Which do you like more? Which do you like more? The feeling of eating a McDonald's burger or your favorite McDonald's meal or helping someone? The feeling you get when you help someone. Which do you like more?
I feel like those are two different feelings, bro.
Yeah, but two different feelings.
I mean,
which one do you like more?
One satisfies an innate need, which is hunger. And one is just helping people out. Being honest with the question.
But which do you like? Which feeling do you like more? They're two different feelings.
Which one? I mean, they're different because one of them lasts longer.
So which one do you like more? They're two different things that come with two different things. So
I mean, I couldn't say which one I liked more.
Which do you like more?
I couldn't say.
You can, Mo.
I couldn't say.
You like your fucking Mackies more. Because let's be honest here. We're talking about McDonald's here. I don't want to get into your personal finances or blah, blah, blah. But I've looked at my bank, If I looked at how much money I've spent on fucking Fortnite skins, because that's something that's simple, The amount of money I put into fucking Fortnite or Tinder fucking premium, like it's just stupid.
Dear God.
It's just stupid. Like those are examples. The amount of money we put into ridiculous shit. If you rounded up would you be happy with what you spend your money on from last year? If we rounded up everything you spent your money on and we said you put £300 in McDonald's, would you be happy looking at that number?
It'd make me upset, but then I'd also realize that I worked quite a lot to make some more money.
No, you wouldn't be
Yeah, I
fucking
would.
happy.
No, wait.
I'm
It
not
would
gonna
wait.
lie. Tough.
I really put 200 in fucking McDonald's.
Tough. But what I don't understand is why it matters. I don't understand why it matters. Big man, he spends his money on what he wants to spend it on.
No, but I mean, like, in terms of, like, reflecting upon your finances, that it's more to highlight that we all have some purchases. McDonald's is just an example, but we all have purchases that we've made.
That's your lifestyle.
Where it's like, no, as in like, where it's like, fuck, man, like, I really,
Of course,
like,
100%.
it's part of being financially responsible. Like,
You're right.
you can't just fucking spend money on everything you like
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's your lifestyle.
Exactly.
You need to look and be like, I need to
Yeah.
budget my money, so I need to look at what I've spent money on and say, I need to cut down here, I need to cut down there, I need to cut down there, da 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 da. That's just part of being financially responsible.
Yeah.
You get me? So, like I said, we've all looked back on purchases and been like, I was fucked for doing this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have put this
You're right.
much money in this. You get me? I've
I
lost
don't
my
get
point.
your point. I was gonna say, I don't-
I've lost my
I don't
point.
understand
I've
it.
lost my point.
Because I don't think
We
again,
went way off.
I don't think that matters. Because okay, fair enough. At the time, you felt that's something you wanted, you got it. That's that. I don't think that should matter. I don't think. Okay, fair enough. You feel bad. You think you could put that money into something more useful for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. But again, you were just living your life. But I'm not gonna lie. If I just went and put £5 down the drain, I'd be fuming. And £5, and the thing is, £5 that I might not need myself, but I'd have felt like I could have done something better with that money. I could have given it to someone else. I'm not gonna lie. If I did not need that money myself,
Alright.
I'm not gonna throw that money down the drain. Tav, I'm not gonna lie. If you have £5, would you rather just and think you can lose it and just you will never think about it again. But in that moment, would you rather throw it away or give it to someone?
Oh, give it to someone.
That's pretty much what I was saying. The money, I'm not gonna lie, that we're giving away doesn't really matter to us.
So that money that you're saying throw away or give it to someone, are we talking about disposable income now?
Disposable from my lifestyle. So not disposable from what I need from my lifestyle.
There we go.
I know you're trying to
I
get
saying,
there.
wait, what do you mean? There you go.
Disposable
You haven't
from
called
your
me out,
lifestyle.
you silly.
It's not about catching you out. It's not about catching
No, it
you
is
out.
about that's what you're trying to do. Tav,
I actually
always
don't
saying,
understand what
Tav,
I'm
always
saying.
saying, if the money doesn't matter to us, why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't you help someone? It's tough. If an old lady falls down on the ground, I'm gonna feel morally obligated to go over and help her up because I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna take that long. I will do it because I should. I'm not gonna lie. As a human, there's no damn reason why if something isn't gonna cost you anything, and you can ignore whatever it's gonna, or maybe it is gonna cost you, but you can ignore it. You can carry on your life like it never happened, and carry on living the same life you're living now like it never happened. I don't see why you shouldn't want to do it.
Essentially, what Tom
I
is
agree with
saying
Tom.
is, audience, or whoever's listening and watching at this time, we've gone quite a while already.
We have.
What
How
we're
long
saying,
have we
what
been
Tom
going?
is saying, and what I'm saying as well is actually, I don't know if I want to associate with Tom in this bit. Actually, no, I do. Yeah, if you've got some copper coins rusting in the back of your closet, back of your wardrobe, back of your desk, take it out and give it to somebody that needs it, my guy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sliders Miami. Disappointment.
Well, actually, before we close,
Yeah.
does everyone want to give like their conclusion or like conclude
conclusions,
their
yeah.
points? Really?
I think I've said my point like 3-4 times already,
Oh,
so
me
I think you guys have got it.
Fair.
But
Yeah.
If you can give, guys. If you can give,
yeah, if you can give.
Tough.
Be financially responsible when you can, and help those who need help, and help those that you can.
Yeah,
And
I like that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. I guess like finalizing like my point again. Like I'm on top side where I don't think it's a moral obligation,
but you
and
still do it.
I would still do it. And I guess that's based off the fact that I think it's I think going about and spending your money on things that you don't essentially need and aren't vital to your lifestyle I see that as sort of like the same as like wasting it essentially.
He
like,
bought
that could have
a
been
holder for his
so
Yu-Gi-Oh
cool.
cards. Say it.
I did.
You bought a holder
That's
for
why I
your
don't think
fucking
it's.
Yu-Gi-Oh
That's
cards.
why.
We throw money away like it's water. Just say
I
that.
think people do. We throw money away, and then I guess like when you're looking at something to say you're morally obliged for something, and then to easily throw away that money that you could be putting into your moral obligation or something else. Well, that's my final point.
Alright,
Anyway.
fair,
That's my
fair.
final point.
Anyway, this
Yes.
has been
How about? Oh, I was gonna say as
Okay.
well.
sorry,
Yeah. So obviously we talked about this as well. If you have your opinions on what you think, if you think it's morally like a moral obligation or not, then comment that below. And
or send us your opinions on
Yeah.
Instagram and our DMs.
yeah, we'll leave the link to the website as well down below if you want to check that out. for
Comment
yourself.
down who was correct, who was
It
wrong.
was me and Mo, but anyway.
Hey, Tom, hey,
that's fine.
this is opinionated. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah,
But this has been
that's the
Sliders
point.
Pod.
That's the whole point of
That's the whole point of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of this topic.
Yeah.
I love this episode. But hey, this has been Sliders Pod. It's been your host Mo, aka Mother Teresa. We've been joined today by.
After this talk, I feel like well, Tommy the guy senpai here.
Who's Fan on Pod, aka the champion.
And your boy Tom. Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? I'm not even sure which week this is going to come out, but guys, give £1 to charity this week if you can.
Yeah.
Just give £1 to charity if you can, though.
This isn't
If-
the usual advertisement.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Give a
No,
pound
no,
to
no,
Sliders Pod.
No.
Fund me.
Yep.
I mean, yes.
Like, guys,
All
guys.
expense.
Give £1 to charity if you can, or maybe even more if you
charity
can.
Sliders Pod.
Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Spotify.
Apple.
You go and Apple Music, every major streaming platform except for SoundCloud.
Yes, sir.
Listen, and tell a friend to tell a friend to go tell that friend to go tell that friend
Yes, sir.
to go then bring a friend
Amen.
to go subscribe to Sliders Podcast.
I don't know what just happened.
Anyway,
to go
Slide-
subscribe to Sliders
Hey.
Podcast. Then you take that friend.
We need a.
And you
we
go
have the
down
world's
and
record
vote-
for the
and
longest
you-
outro.
You start
Yeah,
cutting these things.
And you go and bring all those friends and go donate what you can.
Okay. Slide us those couple coins.
Yep. Sliding out.